Gypsy turns on that voice when she's wanting something bad. That voice does come on. She lays it on thick. Nah, dude. You know what's cringy? Texting a married woman, knowing that she's married. That's what's cringy.
If you're asking me, I would be more than happy to change it to Gypsy Rose Urker.
You know, it is great. If she's not, good for her. You know, like, I don't know. I think she's got the wrong dude if she is pregnant. How do I feel about the act? Guys, I tried to watch the act when Gypsy and me first started dating, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish it. Like, I got through the first episode, and I couldn't do it because I knew her. You know, it was one of those where, like, I just couldn't do it. So, and I didn't want it to sway me one way or the other because I knew Gypsy. I didn't want it to sway me. Joey King's voice was great though. Like, kind of matched it to a T. Let me tell y'all something about Gypsy. I will say y'all this before I leave. Gypsy turns on that voice when she's wanting something bad. That voice does come on. She lays it on thick, which I always thought was so cute. Like, you know, when she wanted something, she would throw that voice on. And her voice stayed the same. I mean, it's nothing that was different, but it's like when she wanted something more, she'd hit that voice and knew that it got me. You know, she knew what she was doing. Guys, I know y'all don't, I know y'all are like it's baby talk or anything, but she didn't like baby talk with it. It would just, I don't know, like, guys, she knew I love her voice. She knew I loved her voice. So, guys, y'all can call me weird for that. I thought it was unique. Like, I will tell y'all this, for a person to grab my heart, they have to be really unique, really different. And that's one thing about Gypsy that I always loved. I always felt like she was one of a kind. Like, you gotta imagine her story and us, it was one of a kind. So, guys, I'm not gonna bash Gypsy. I still have love for Gypsy, I always will. If it is, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, if it's not true, then, you know, I hope it's not true. I hope. But if it is, I can't do anything about it. Thank you for Nina. Thank you for the lightning bolt. Taylor, thank you. What's that other one? I missed it. Let's see. It could be my baby. Yeah. Guys, I don't know if she's pregnant. Or the baby is mine. Ken could never what? Like, guys, I don't know if she's pregnant. So, like, don't quit asking me those kind of questions. For being here. Do I talk to Christy? No, I don't talk to Christy. You know, somebody did say something to me that, you know, the only two people that can affect your marriage are the two people in it. I do agree to that some extent. But me knowing Gypsy like I know Gypsy, you know, they played on her. They played on her emotions. Gypsy's can be influenced somewhat. You know, Gypsy's trying to figure life out. So am I mad at Gypsy? Guys, I've gone through every stage of the grief process. You know, I still have a lot of love and respect for Gypsy. I'm not going to talk bad about Gypsy. Like, that video I did the other day, I was mad. I'm not going to lie, I was really mad. Yeah, I saw somebody sent me a picture of, not somebody sent me a picture. I saw a clip of the pregnancy test that Gypsy put on her Instagram, but then deleted her Instagram and then said it was hacked. So you never know with Gypsy, honestly. You never know. So, if she is pregnant, I wish her the best. You know, like, I have massive love for that girl. And I still care about her. It is what it is. Like, but I'm trying to move on with my life. She lies a lot. Nobody knows that more than me. I'm just joking, babe. Just joking. Gypsy, if you're watching, I'm just joking. Could it be my baby? Well, I mean, like, if she is pregnant, it could have been. But if she is, guys, I don't even know. It is great. If she's not, good for her. You know, like, I don't know. I think she's got the wrong dude if she is pregnant. I will say that. I just being honest. I'm not a big fan of his, but whatever. Guys, how do I feel about Christy? I'm not a fan. Not a fan, but I love Rod to death. Rod's great. I saw somebody sent me a clip where Mia was saying she never liked me. Well, no kidding. Y'all think I didn't know that? Like, you're not saying nothing that's... She wasn't saying anything that I didn't know already. Like, she did something one time where she tried to tell Gypsy that I was hitting on other girls and stuff, and like said I showed a picture of girls to Gypsy or Gypsy's dad. Girls, pictures of the girls' behinds, and showing my father-in-law. But no, I didn't do that. That's another thing, guys. Y'all don't realize how many times they tried to create drama between me and Gypsy. Like, they tried so many times. Like, guys, I have so many stories of things they did and said against me, which wasn't even funny. Like, alone, move on. Yeah, I am. I'm moving on, guys. Like, last night, I will tell y'all this. When I saw that clip of the things she said and where they like made me seem creepy for texting her, y'all gotta realize that's still my wife. I might have business to discuss. I might, we are working through things, but I will let the lawyers handle it from now on. Like, last night, saw some true colors and I wasn't impressed. I'm like, kind of over it. Like, I hope she's happy. Good for her. But I'm over it. Like, make me seem cringy for texting when she calls me and stuff. Like, nah, I ain't got time for that mess. Thank you for the marvelous stuff. So, guys, like I said, that video, seeing her do that and then wanting to take his last name, ugh. Whatever. Your last name's still technically Anderson, by the way, but whatever. So today I'm going to a movie. I'm deciding to just go on. I'm done with that mess. Done with it. I'm done with that. So good luck to her, but I ain't got time for that mess no more, guys. I am moving forward. Yes, it's a meetup. It's not a date. Krusty, I saw that nickname. Guys, that's terrible. I didn't create that, but she was wrong for what she did. She knows it. Karma sucks, but it is what it is. Krusty did me a favor. I'm starting to realize that. I mean, I am and I'm not. Like, because I still care for Gypsy, but I'm trying to, Like, last night, she royally ticked me off. Like, her doing that, her saying, oh, he texted me on a live. Like, I texted her, I didn't know she was doing a live, but, like, that kind of was a low blow. And then for him to act like I was cringy. Nah, dude, you know what's cringy? Texting a married woman, knowing that she's married. That's what's cringy, all right? And I will tell you that's what's cringy. Write a book. I'm ready to move on, guys. I'm moving on. Like, she can have her. I mean, after what she did last night on her live, that bothered me so bad. Like, I would never do that to you. If like she texts me on live, I would never like out her like that. That hurt my feelings, but doesn't matter. She don't care. She does what she wants. And that's when it goes back to controlling thing. Guys, y'all need to realize Gypsy does what she wants when she wants. That's one thing I like about her. She does her, which is cool, whatever. What she do on her live, she said, like, I sent her a text last night. Like, anytime I talk, like, here's facts, guys. Anytime that I talk about Gypsy, okay, like in LA, I talked about her a bunch. Anytime I have to talk about her, and so I did my first live last night, and I got a lot of questions about her. Anytime I have to talk about her a bunch, I start to miss her. So last night, I decided to text her. And, of course, I text her through Google Voice because, right now, I mean, while she's with Ken all the time, she blocks me. But it's funny, when she wants to talk, she just unblocks me and calls me. But anyway, so I sent a message through Google Voice saying stuff like, I miss you. Or actually, the actual thing I said was, do you miss me? Do you think about me? Something like, I just wanted to let you know that I do miss you, Snuggles. And that's what I said. She said on the live that I said, I love you, but I didn't say that. But she a bop. All right, guys, no comment there. Pixie's wanting to play. But that isn't the only ex she's ever kept in touch with, by the way, just for the record. Yeah, just so y'all know, that's not the only ex. Ken was not the only ex, but that's beside the point. Cowboy hat, thank you. I will not be one she keeps in touch with. I guarantee you, she did not want me with Gypsy at all. Period. And I have my reasons for that, but I'm not gonna say it. You know, it is what it is. Did Christy apologize for what? She don't think she did anything wrong. Mia, you know, that I had every right to be angry, guys. And it wasn't that I was mad that she was talking to her family. That wasn't what the issue was. It was that she was on friggin' camera and was telling the world. And I told her that. I said, it has nothing to do with your family. Talk to your family by all means. Don't do it on camera. Like, that was my whole issue. It had nothing to do with her keeping her from her family. I never kept Gypsy from her family. If I was preventing that, I wouldn't have done it. But I drove her to meet her sister Mia. Like, you're going to see in a later episode, one thing I did that still drives me crazy to this day, but I did it because her family asked. It was a low blow to me, but I did it because that's what they asked. So, like, I've been over backwards for her family, for Gypsy, and the only thing is I lived in Lake Charles, guys. The only difference is they lived in the bayou, and I lived at the boot hill. That, because Louisiana's a boot, right? I lived at the boot hill. And so that was the only difference. We were like 3.5 hours away. She humiliated and disrespectful to me. No comment. Yeah, like guys, I see all this stuff. I didn't trust her. That's why. Well, guys, do y'all realize that she was cheating on me? I mean, I didn't say quit texting Ken. You know, like, guys, y'all were not in our relationship. So I love when I get comments of like, you were controlling as hell for saying this one comment. Guys, y'all don't know Gypsy like I know Gypsy. Gypsy's sweet and great, but y'all don't know her. Like, I mean, Gypsy's great though, but y'all don't know what it's like to be with her. So, I mean, I'm not gonna talk bad about Gypsy. I'm just not. Ken's there for money. I don't know, but I don't trust him. But I mean, why would I? He's not with me. I mean, he's not with me. So, you know, he's with my wife, my ex, soon to be ex. So, of course, I don't like him. You know. Yeah, y'all see that during the fight where she pulled out her phone? Yeah. Guys, we were having a discussion and she pulled out her phone and that threw me for a loop. I was in the middle of it like, why are you filming me? Like, I couldn't believe that she filmed me in the middle of that. And now looking back, I get why she did it, because like, she already had it in her mind, like her mind had already switched to leave. Like, it was already like, oh, Ken's single, like from that quote. You know, so of course I was made out to be the bad guy from that moment. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's extremely difficult. It's been brutal, actually. You know, I wasn't lying when I said June was probably the hardest month that I've ever had to deal with. You know, like, we started this show together. And at one point in the show, we wanted to end the season with us being remarried at the Godejoh house. All right, that was talked of. We did want to do that. And then things changed. You know, like, we realized, you know, things changed in life, And so it's hard watching the show that we did together and to know how it all ends, and not to have that communication with her is hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard. Picture on TikTok, and I was so mad, like, because I don't say anything negative about her. Apparently she doesn't like me doing lives. She did mention that to me on a text. She doesn't like my lives. Shouldn't have contacted her, me being mad like that. But she said it wasn't her, so. But let me ask you this. I saw one person say that I was controlling for asking who was she texting in that episode. Guys, we were driving, and her face was buried in her phone, and you know, I was trying to talk to her, so that's why I said who you texting. Guys, they can edit to make it sound so crazy. I mean, if that's controlling, I didn't grab her phone. I didn't like grab her phone and say, who you texting, like a creepo would. You know, that didn't do that. But, you know, just a minute ago, Ken starts texting on her phone for her. So call me creepy. But anyway, I did see a clip on my ex's live where she said all these, give Ryan your number.
It said, give Ryan my number. Well, why don't you give him your number? Message him. All the single ladies, message him.
You know how many messages I've had with people giving me their numbers now? So I appreciate that one. But I'm telling you, all of them send me their phone numbers now. And it's funny, I don't know them, and they give me all their numbers. It was funny, my buddy Eric, like I said, came over, and he gave me thoughts on the show, like he watched. And it was funny, he said that there was a couple parts where he was actually screaming at the TV. Oh, thank you for the gift, the racing power. Chrissy, thank you for the confetti. Said like there was a couple times he was screaming at the TV. Okay, quit texting me. Thank you. There's times he said quit. He said he'd jump up and scream at the TV and yell. He said he did that at Christy one time during that phone call, everybody knows. He said he did that there. And then he told me in the argument that was on Gypsy's phone that he told me gaslighting, okay? Now, I had to look that up. I didn't know what that really meant. Do y'all think, let's see, do another poll. In that scene of the show, do y'all think Gypsy was gaslighting me? Red, yes. Blues, no. And because I still need to look that up. Red, yes. Blue, no. Tell me what y'all think. Was she gaslighting me at that time? Thank you, Karina, for that. Steven, thank you for the hat. Absolutely, she was. Let's see. All right, so most of y'all think it was gaslighting. Of course she was. Of course she was. 100%. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see. Yes, she was. Okay. Like, guys, you know, it's like gaslighting is like where the person knows they're wrong and then they try to flip it. Is that what that means? Like they try to make you out to be the bad guy? No? Yes, there's some, yep. All right, so 2,000 people says I had a glow up. Blue says no. Appreciate it, Blue. Y'all know I've had a glow up. Y'all better quit playing. Y'all know I look good. I love the goatee. Thought about growing it all out though. Like for real, growing it all out. So me and Gypsy were married a year and 8 months before she left. So guys, y'all gotta realize I was with this girl a long time. A long time. I was with Gypsy an eighth of her life. 4 years. Like we knew each other 4 years. So an eighth of her life I was in it. So you know. Do I think Gypsy was manipulated by Christy? No comment. But that should answer your question right there. Yeah. Am I going to fight Ken? He doesn't want to see me. Just honestly, I'm a big dude. He doesn't want none of this. I wouldn't even be close. Like, wouldn't even be a question. I'd yank his hair out. Just playing. Don't take it personal. I'm just playing. No hair having mother. Anyway, not even gonna play. I'm a big dude, so it is what it is. They can crack on me being big, whatever. Did I get my family ring back? That'll be on there when you see on the show, and you'll see. It's been hard. Like, I gotta realize I really love Gypsy. Like, my intentions were pure. My heart was pure. I was in it for the right reasons. Guys, it's funny. I see comments where people say I'm a clout chaser and things like that. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I was with Gypsy for how many years? 3? And married for a year and 8 months before we had any issues. All right, a year and 8 months. Did I ever do a TikTok video? No. Did I ever do lives? No. Did I ever do anything like that? No. Because, like, all I wanted was her. Like, I didn't need the fame, didn't need none of that. I still don't need it. The show's out. I do have followers. I do have people who give me stuff, like, not give me stuff, but give me comments and views on my videos, which is great. I won't say no to that. I mean, it's great. But, like, that was not my intention of being with Gypsy. It was never my intention. Like I said, I never did any videos, never did anything. I find it funny that the moment Gypsy and Ken get together, Ken starts doing videos and starts doing lives with Gypsy. I mean, that should tell you something. Me and Gypsy never did a live together because didn't need that. Like, all I wanted was her. But I'm not going to judge them because here I am doing a live. Like, I ain't mad at her. You deserve so much better. I did deserve better. Honestly, I did. I was, of course I'm better looking than Ken. That's a given. I actually have my hair. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Ken. Like, there was no reason for Christy to keep in touch with Ken. Absolutely. Like, guys, that was so disrespectful to my marriage. Like, you have no idea. And, that night, I will tell y'all this. That night when I got home from work, I called Rod about it. No, thank y'all. I called Rod about it, and we had a long talk. And it was one of those where we had a long talk. And he promised me that Christy wouldn't do that again. He promised me over and over. He said that would never happen again. And guys, we all know how that turned out. I want to talk about the PO call. Okay. I'm going to set up the scene. Now, this is not excuses. This is the truth. All right. The PO call. Yeah. Get them. The PO call. All right. We had just went shoe shopping. All right. We had just left shoe shop. We didn't know we were being followed at that point. Like, me and Gypsy are on the way to meet her parents and everybody at the Airbnb in Kansas City. All right. We didn't know we were being followed at that point. Okay, so we get out, we go shoe shopping, and y'all seen the clips, and everything. Me and Gypsy's just holding hands, walking, and they like, "What are y'all's hands?" And I said, "No." Like, that's just me not wanting to tell them anything. But anyway, all right, so we leave there, and we notice the caravan of 4 cars, and they are following us every move we make, every move. And we get back on the highway, and we're close to the Airbnb, and then I get a random call from this number I don't know, and then I get another call, and this one number calls me back like twice, like back to back. So then I was like, okay, it must be important. So I answer the phone, and the first thing the PO says, guys, the very first words out of this PO's mouth, he didn't say, "Hey, I'm so-and-so at so-and-so at the parole office." He said, "Where are you going? Where are you at?" And so, of course, I was like, what? I got mad about that. Like, we're being followed by paparazzi that we don't know. And the first question the PO says is, where are you going? Where are you at? Who are you with? Okay. So, of course, me being a protective husband was like, what the hell? Like, so me thinking like, okay, this person behind us that's following us got our number. I don't know how. Like, I don't know how they do stuff like that. But people have got my number, but it is what it is. But so my initial thought was I have to be protective. So I was protective at that moment. And then when I realized that we were actually talking to a legit PO, Gypsy said, stop. I stopped. I let her talk. But here's the thing about that, guys. I had already met, that's one reason I didn't trust this PO is because I had already met her Louisiana PO. He'd already been to our house, already been to our place. I've been in contact with this guy. He knew our plans. Great guy. So I'm getting a phone call from this PO that we don't know, I have no contact with, and he is. So, like, of course, I go to defense mode. I try to protect my wife. I mean, if that's controlling, then so be it. But that was protective. So it is what it is. So if y'all think that's controlling, then sorry, but it wasn't, guys. I couldn't control Gypsy. If anybody knows Gypsy at all, they know that Gypsy does whatever she wants whenever she wants to do it. Was my refrigerator dirty when she cleaned it out on the last episode? I mean, it had Tupperwares in it, and I got mad that she threw all the Tupperwares away. Like, I'm a guy that doesn't like to waste things. So wasting Tupperwares, I pulled the Tupperware out and threw out the food. Like, the food didn't matter. It was a Tupperware, so it is what it is.